Hi everyone, welcome to eVidya Bag channel. In the last session, we have seen about the planets. Earth is a planet and it is not in spherical shape. It is slightly flattened at the North Pole as well as in the South Pole sides, and it is bulged in the middle. Here, the picture which we are seeing here is nothing but globe. Okay, why we are using the globe and means many continents, oceans and countries are shown on this globe, and this globe may be many sizes from small size to big size. Many sizes are present in the globe. Okay, and one more thing to observe here is globe is not fixed at this part, and this part is fixed, but the middle part which is in the ball shape is not fixed, it is rotating always. Okay, and the needles, these are called the needles. These are called needles. The needles are fixed here. Okay, these are fixed, but the middle part is not fixed, and this is called the axis. This part is called the axis. Okay, and it is north pole, it is south pole. Okay, and here it is west east, and it is rotating from west to east, north south. And here which you have to remember that it is nothing but axis. It is rotating north pole and south pole, these are the axis, and it is rotating with respect to north pole and south pole, and it is fixed at this part. At the north pole side it is fixed, south pole side it is fixed, and the globe is rotating from west to east. And one more imaginary line present on the, this is the imaginary line. Okay, one more imaginary line on the earth is this one, this horizontal line. Okay, this horizontal line equally divides the globe in the upper portion. This is the upper portion, this is the lower portion. Lower portion, this total, this part is the lower portion, and the purple color part is the upper portion. Okay, upper portion and lower portion, it is this is nothing but the imaginary line which divides the upper portion and lower portion equally is nothing but, we say this is the equator. Equator, the portion which is divides, this is nothing but equator. Equator, this equator divides upper portion, means this one, and lower portion, this one, equally. So this upper portion is in the north side, so we can say that this part is called the northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere. Hemisphere. This lower portion is called the, it is in the south side. So this is the north pole, this is the south pole. So this lower portion is the south side. So it is called the southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere. Okay, this is called the southern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. This is the north pole. This is the north pole. This is south pole. The upper portion is called the northern hemisphere. This lower portion is called the southern hemisphere. And globe rotates from the west to east. You have to remember here, This is the North Pole, South Pole, West, East. Okay, so what do you observe here? Upper portion is called the northern hemisphere, lower portion is called the southern hemisphere, and the horizontal line which divides upper and lower portions are called the equator, and the line on the north pole and south pole which touches north pole and south pole is called the axis. You should remember all these points which are very important. Now see here, if you observe this picture, where is the equator in this picture? This is the equator. The red line which I am drawing, this is nothing but the equator. See, in the northern hemisphere, this is the northern hemisphere, and the lower portion, this one, is the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, the parallel lines are drawn parallel to equator. The lines are drawn parallel to equator. These lines, see here, lines drawn parallel to equator. And the same way, the lower portion are also drawn parallel to equator. The purple color lines are called the in the northern hemisphere. So see here, it is 20 degrees north, 40 degrees north, 60 degrees north. N is nothing but north side, northern hemisphere side. So north pole side. So it is called the northern hemisphere, and these lines are divided parallelly, parallel to the equator. Okay, equator represents the 0 degrees. Keep in mind, equator represents the 0 degrees. This is 0 degrees. Whereas if you move to the north pole side, 20 degrees north, 40 degrees north, 60 degrees north, 80 degrees north, and it is the north pole. If you move downside, south pole side, then what happened? It is 20 degrees south, 40 degrees south, 60 degrees south, 80 degrees south, and south pole. In this way, this is present. And okay, this is about equator. And what are the important points present in this case means, what are the important points? Equator is the horizontal line, and axis is the vertical line. Not how many sides are present? North pole, south pole, west and east. Globe rotates from west to east. These are the important points. And equator divides upper portion and lower portion. Upper portion is called the northern hemisphere, lower portion is called the southern hemisphere. Upper portion in the north side, so it is divided into 20 degrees, 40 degrees, 60 degrees, 80 degrees, and north pole. And equator is at the 0 degrees. So this is about the latitudes. In the next session, we will continue with some other topics. Thank you very much.